Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Goffstown High School for the home opener of the 2025-2026 boys volleyball season. Tonight we have the visiting Lancers of Londonderry High School taking on your hometown Goffstown Grizzlies. My name is Caleb Brown, and I am a familiar face for all of you watching at home, as I am returning as your play-by-play broadcaster for the boys volleyball season. My first time being a play-by-play broadcaster for boys volleyball since 2019. Both teams are coming in with a 1-0 record. Londonderry coming in with a 3-0 sweep over their rivals Pinkerton. And Goffstown with a 3-0 sweep over the newcomers, the Clippers of Portsmouth High School, who are in their first year in the NHIAA Boys Volleyball League. And we've been watching both teams warm up, and very evenly matched, I'd say, in height and skill level. So this should be a very exciting game for me and for all of you to watch. Goffstown coming off of they were returning this year, and last season they had a quarterfinal season where they bowed out in the quarterfinals to the eventual champions, Co-Brown Academy, who had capped an undefeated season. And Londonderry, I believe they were also a quarterfinal team as well. If my memory is not mistaken, they ended up bowing out to the runner-ups, the Cavaliers of Hollis Brookline High School. Both returning several players. Londonderry with a very heavy senior roster. Goffstown with a pretty decent-sized senior roster, but a good mix of underclassmen too. So it'll be very exciting to see what we got going on for tonight. The referees are just doing their lineup checks to make sure everything is all good. And for those of you who may not be familiar with the rules of volleyball, each game or set, we call it, goes to 25 points. Got to win by 2. You got to win best 3 out of 5. But if it goes to a fifth set, the fifth set will be only 15 points. So Goffstown's going to start to serve. Boris Japoniak's going to open it up with a short serve. It's going to go into the net. Londonderry's going to take a 1-0 lead. And we got number 26 for Londonderry. Theo Pacquiao to serve. Float serve on the way. It's going to be sent in. It's going to be dug. It's going to be in the ceiling. DeZanos with a good set. Going to set it middle to Kennedy. Kennedy with a good swing. Here comes Londonderry on the attack. And a good dig. With an overpass on the other end. And swung down for a kill. I believe that was number 19. If I'm not mistaken, Gavin Dowdy. Pacquiao with another serve. With a good float serve. Going to be a good dig. Cesanos outside to Delahanty. He's going to swing. Good block. Going to just tip over to Gerling. I think Delahanty got away with a net call right there. Here's an opposite set on the other way. Ball's going to go out. Hit long, and Goffstown's going to get their first points of the day. And we're going to see Ben Kennedy, the front middle hitter, going back to serve. Senior with a good float serve. It's going to be set middle. And here's a short tip along the way. It's going to fall short. Dowdy tried to do the tip, but it was a little bit short on that. And Goffstown ties the game 2-2. Kennedy back to serve again. Float serve. Nice float serve along the way. Ball's going to go long. And here's a free ball opportunity. Got to get this free ball pass. Desano's going to go the middle and a block by number... Who was that? That was number 8. Kai Howe with a great block. As Brendan Riley tried to go for the set in the middle, but he got stuffed. We see number 19, Gavin Dowdy, going to go back to serve for the Lancers. Here's a top spin on the way. Got to get low on this one. Good pass by Kennedy. Stone's going to go long to Delahanty. Delahanty swings that down hard on the left back corner. He got right on top of that. He's going to bring that down for first kill of the day. And we got a tie ball game here as we see a sub come in. Number 14, Evan Campbell, who's going to sub in for Gerling. He's going to serve and presumably play the black back row position. Here's Campbell. Float serve is going to go on the way. It's going to be a bit short, but dug up. And here's an outside set along the way. It's going to be short in the net. Goffstown with our first lead of the game. as Peter Pispistos misfired on the hit. 4-3 Goffstown. Campbell going back to serve again. Right-handed float serve is going to go long. Going to be dug by Londonderry. Here's a set to the middle. It's going to go long. No touch. Out. Goffstown with going to extend their lead 5-3. Campbell back to serve again. Another float serve. Going to go a little bit long this time. And oh, I see what they're doing. Campbell's going to do the setter libero switch. As you see, number 2, Nathan St. Louis, or St. Louise. Checking in, playing the libero role for the Grizzlies. Long serve along the way, dug up by Kennedy. Tazanos going to go low for it. Delahanty gets it over. Great hustle by Tazanos. Ball's going to go long to the corner, out. And it's going to be a point for Goffstown, and a great hustle by the senior setter, Austin Tazanos. He got low. Delahanty was able to get it over the net. And Goffstown's hustle pays off. As we see Delahanty go back to serve. Float serve is going to be dug by Londonderry. Here's a back row set. Going to be hit long. Delahanty with a good serve. Tazanos a little bit of a tight set. Going to be hit off the block. Riley was able to get contact on it. Here comes a swing. Here at the tip. And a good dig by St. Louis. Going to go back row to Delahanty. Delahanty with a good swing. Got a bit of a rally back here. Here's a tip on the other end. Ball's still alive, and they're going to call it double, or carry, actually. As that was number 21 for Londonderry. I don't have a name on him, unfortunately. Six to 5 Goffstown as number 21 is going to line up a topspin jump serve. Good dig, but Delahanty's going to go long for an ace, though. That low ceiling bites Goffstown right there. Delahanty got low. He got good contact on it. Here comes another jump serve here. You got to get really low if you want to dig this if you're Goffstown. And a good dig by St. Louis, a really good dig. Riley with a good set over the middle. And a tip on the other end. Tazanos gets it. Kennedy's going to put up a good set for Szczepaniak. Ball still rolling. Here's a great save by Londonderry. Ball's going to go long. Szczepaniak again. And another good save by Londonderry. We're going back and forth. Kennedy with a good set here. Going to go long. Szczepaniak with another good swing. Londonderry with a block. Here's a back row hit. Going to go long for a kill for Londonderry. I believe that was Dowdy from the back row. Londonderry retakes the lead 7-6. And these jump serves are really difficult to defend. Like I said for Goffstown, you want to get nice and low. You don't want to swing up on the spin. You just want to let the ball hit you. Kennedy's able to get a second ball on that. Tazanos free balls it over. Here's an out-of-system play. Back row attack. Ball still alive, and that's going to fall for another kill for Londonderry. They extend their lead 8-6. Goffstown having some trouble right now with this jump serve. It's a low percentage serve, but if it works, it can be absolutely brutal to dig up. Here's a float serve this time. It's going to go long. Goffstown able to catch a break right there. As we're going to see Brandon Riley go back to serve for Goffstown. Playing the middle back position. Brandon Riley with a good serve. Dug by Londonderry. Here comes a quick, back row hit along the way. It's going to be out. No touch, point for Goffstown. Londonderry tried to do the quick pipe. And referee just reminding Londonderry's bench to make sure they're not interfering with the game at all. Riley back to serve again. Another good serve. It's going to go to the right back position. Here's a dig by Londonderry. Nice pass in the middle, and it's going to go down for a kill. That was number 22, Ethan Saranich. Or Saranich, I'm sorry. He was able to find the seam in the corner. Number 7, Peter Pispistos back to serve. He's going to do a jump serve himself. And it's going to be an ace serve. He's able to find that back right corner, back left, I'm sorry. And the ace serves are paying dividend. The jump serves are paving dividends for the Lancers so far. Again, if you're Goffstown, you want to get low. You got to get really low in these hits. That's going to be out. So Austin Dizano's going to go back to serve for Goffstown, the senior setter now in the back row. As you see David Gerling check back in. Sanos up to serve, and a good serve to the middle, dug by Londonderry. Here's the set to the outside. Delahanty gets on the floor for it, is able to save it. And ball's gonna go out as Riley tried to get it over, and he was able to get there. Couldn't get to quite the accuracy on it. Londonderry holds a 2-0 lead. You see number 5, Gavin Richard, the libero for Londonderry, back to serve. Jump flows on the way. It's going to be dug by Riley. Ball's a little bit long. Zal's got to travel for it. Delahanty trying to get it over. The swing and a miss, though. Falls short. 12-9 Londonderry for Goffstown, though. You don't want to fall too much of a hole. Richard, serve again. And out of rotation on Goffstown. That's going to be a point for Londonderry. Goffstown's coach looking for an explanation on who was out of rotation. You know, it's a common mistake you see early in the season, but you want to try to tighten that up. 13-9 for Londonderry. Ball's going to go off the ceiling. That's going to be another ace serve. If you're Goffstown, might be thinking of a timeout. And here's a timeout for Goffstown. Londonderry takes a 14-9 lead. And first timeout of the game for Goffstown. Timeout of the set, I'm sorry. You know, for those of you who might not be familiar, both teams get 2 timeouts per set. The Goffstown uses their first one. They'll be looking for one more. And the issue so far for Goffstown I can see is the serve receive. And Londonderry's coming out hot with the jump serves and the jump floats. And, you know, for Goffstown, you want to try to clean this up. Because if you fall into a hole, you know, 5 points right now, you're about halfway through the set. You know, it's going to get very difficult to climb out of this as the game goes on. Yep, Goffstown just explaining what needs to be adjusted. So we'll see what Goffstown can fix here out of the timeout. And the hope with the timeout, too, is that you can probably try to ice the server, too. Richard for Londonderry, continuing the jump float. Good pass by Riley. He's going to go back row to Delahanty. He's going to get a good tip on it. Oh, it's going to hit the ceiling. Ball's going long. Here's a jump float. Tip off the block. Delahanty with a good set. Going to go outside to Stepaniak with a great kill. He's able to hit it to the left back corner. Now he's going to go back to serve. The Goffstown now able to break that cold streak. Here's Stepaniak. Over and in, good serve. Here's Londonderry on the other end. Ball's going to be a little bit tight. And it's going to be tipped down for a kill for Londonderry. Great job. Oh, and we're going to see ref coming over. They might be debating the call. And oh, they're overturning the call. They're going to give it to Goffstown. They're going to call Londonderry under the net. So down ref position has to call for that. Stepaniak back to serve again. Another good serve. Here's a quick set to the middle. Ball still alive. It's still good. Great reflexes by Tazanos and Gerling. Here's set to the outside. And a block. Great block by Kennedy and Gerling. Out to him again. Tip. And we got a guy in the net. David Gerling was all in the net right there. So we see number 26, Theo Pacquiao back to serve for the Lancers, 15-11. Here's a jump float along the way. Ball's going to hit the ceiling. Kennedy's going to get a good touch on it. Delahanty with a great swing on it. Here's the back set. to the opposite. Good dig. DeZanos with the set. It's going to go tight. Delahanty with a good position. Ball's going to hit the ceiling. And, and it's going to hit the ceiling. The low ceiling coming into effect again. And a great hustle there by Goffstown. As we see Kennedy going to go back to serve. Ben Kennedy with a good set. One-handed set. It's going to be a push. Shaponiak with a good, perfect pass. She's going to go outside to Delahanty. Delahanty! Wow, he got on top of that one. Swung that right down on the basketball free throw line. And that is just room service right there for the senior outside hitter. 15-13 now. Kenny with another good serve. Here's the outside hit. Ball's going to be low. Good set. Go to the middle. Block. Ball still alive. Susanna's going to put it over. And here's the opposite set. It's going to go out. No touch. Goffstown with another point. They get this lead down to 1. Goffstown's hanging tough. Ben Kennedy, senior middle, with a great line drive serve. Ball's going to go towards the ceiling. And a good block by Riley and Gerling. Outside again. A touch off the block. Kenny with a good set. And couldn't quite get there. Zanos about half a second too late. And Londonderry takes a point back. Here's a sub on the way. See number 19, Dowdy back to serve for the Lancers. And here's that jump serve. Gotta get nice and low. Kennedy with a good pass. Gonna go middle to Delahanty. It's gonna go out. Point for Goffstown. Delahanty with another kill. And we see Evan Campbell check in. He's gonna do the serve rotation. 16-15 Londonderry. Campbell went on a bit of a serving run his first time. We'll see if he can get another one here. The high float serve dug by Londonderry. Here's the set to the outside. It's going to be out, no touch. Goffstown ties the game, 16 all. Campbell with another serve. A great serve is going to go to the left back position. Here comes Londonderry. Back row hit pipe. Going to go out, no touch again. Goffstown retakes the lead. 17-16, Goffstown, great job getting back in this set. Campbell, trying to get at least one more point if possible. Here's a tight set, it's gonna go over. Ball still alive. Cesano's gonna tip it over. Here's a set to the outside. And a good dig by Campbell, but gonna go too hot. It's gonna be out, kill for Londonderry. Nice kill down the line. And you're going to see St. Louis back in for the libero rotation. Kai Howe back to serve for Londonderry. 17-17. Game could go either way. Kennedy with a good set. Tom's got to travel for it a little bit. Delahanty's going to put a good roll on it. Back row hit coming on the way. Kennedy with a good set. It's going to go off the ceiling. Delahanty with a good roll. It's going to fall for a kill. Another kill for Jacoby Delahanty. DeZanos, great job playing it off the ceiling. And timeout Londonderry. And Londonderry used their first timeout of the game as Goffstown now with a 1-point lead, 18-17. It's been back and forth. Now Londonderry, they're kind of reeling a little bit, trying to right the ship a bit. And it was a fantastic job. Great adjustments out of the timeout for Goffstown. Definitely an improvement on the serve receive. And also good coverages on the block too. The out of formation plays. You know, those types of adjustments, you know, not every ball is going to be, not every pass, not every set's going to be perfect. And it's always those out of system adjustments that you got to make if you're Goffstown. You know, you're able to clean those up. That's how you're going to try to be able to win this ball game. And you might have noticed, if you're Goffstown, you might want to also notice Londonderry, a lot of their hits have been deep. We've been trying to go for the corners, the deep right and the deep left so far. We want to try to see if you can make an adjustment on those. Jacoby Delahanty back to serve for Goffstown. A nice serve to the middle back. Here's Londonderry an opportunity. Tip to the middle. Going to be covered by Kennedy. Going to go outside to Szczepaniak. Hits it off the block. Ball still alive. And he kills that when he's in the net. Szczepaniak was just in the net. Oh, that was good contact, though. 18 all. Here's that jump serve again. And a good ace right there. Once again, if you're Goffstown, you got to get low. You got to get low, get really low, get under it, and get that topspin up in the air. Another good serve. Kennedy with a great pass. Going to go outside to Szczepaniak, down the line, but dug by Londonderry. Here's the out of system play. Ball still alive, it's going to fall for a kill. Kill off the block. 2018, 3 straight points to Londonderry out of the timeout. Goffstown needs a point here. They got to side this out. St. Louis with a good dig, can go off the ceiling. Szczepaniak with a good roll, good cover. Szczepaniak's able to get a hit over there. Here's a back row hit coming. And it's going to call that down. 21-18. Might want to call a timeout for Goffstown because you still got one left. You got to get point. It's these difficult top spins that you got to get out of. It's going to go out. You got a little too far underneath it. The Goffstown cuts a break there. So you Brandon Riley go back to serve. (21-19). Got to try to get at least one of these points back. Back row hit, good dig. Ball still alive. Ball's going to go deflected off. Gonzalez couldn't quite get it up. 22-19. Londonderry 3 points away from taking set one. Serenich back to serve. He's got another jump serve. And a good stop, free ball. Gonzalez got to be careful of that double call. Ball's going to go off the ceiling. Another point from Londonderry, 23-19. And here comes the second timeout for Goffstown. (23-19). Londonderry need 2 more points to take this first set. Goffstown just got to get out of the serve receive. And that's sort of been the name of the game for Londonderry so far. They've been making Goffstown punish. You know, they got 3 guys who have jump serves. No, we just got to find a way to, get out of this rotation and take it 1 point at a time. Goffstown can get it to 23 or even get it to 24. Then you're able to send this game into overtime where it can be anybody's game. We got to try to take it one at a time, though. All right, 23-19. Goffstown got a bit of a hill to climb if they want to win this set. And a reminder, it's the win the entire match. You got to win best 3 sets out of 5. Serenich back to serve again. Here comes that jump serve. And another ace serve. Again, it's been the moral of the story. Goffstown has not been able to get these serve receives up from the jump serve so far. Set point for Londonderry. And it's going to be short. Austin Gonzalez go back to serve for Goffstown. 24-20. Goffstown's got to take 1 point at a time. Londonderry just needs one. Sanos to serve. A good serve. Ball's going to go out of system here. Free ball opportunity. Goffstown's got to take advantage of this, but they don't, and it falls for a point. Just bad communication there. Londonderry takes the first set, 25-20. So Londonderry takes set one, 25-20. They take a 1-0 lead. Oh, we're going to have teams switch sides. I'll have a 3-minute intermission. And we'll be back for the second set. I'll be off mic just for a couple minutes.
The Manchester Transit Authority strives to provide the best experience possible so that residents can feel comfortable while they ride with us. Before your scheduled ride, you will receive a reminder call the night prior, as well as 15 minutes prior to the bus arriving. Please be ready to board within 5 minutes from the time the bus arrives at your location. Your friendly driver will park the MTA branded vehicle as close to your door as possible, including in your driveway if able. All of our buses are comfortable and ADA accessible. If you need assistance, your driver will be happy to help you get from the door of your home up to and inside the vehicle. There is plenty of room for groceries on the bus. A small cart is allowed as long as it does not block the aisle. The Goffstown Shuttle is here to serve the needs of the Goffstown community. Give us a call today to schedule your first ride.
The 25-26 home opener for the boys volleyball season here at Goffstown High School. Goffstown is taking on the Londonderry Lancers. Londonderry took set one, 25-20 over Goffstown, and the name of the game for them has been the jump serve aces so far. And they've shown they got 3 guys who've been reliably putting jump serve top spins and scoring a lot of aces, and Goffstown has not been able to reliably defend these serves so far. So it's something they're going to have to clean up if they want to try to get back in this ball game. So teams have switched sides. They switch sides every single set. So now Goffstown's going to be coming from your left to your right, vice versa for Londonderry. And both officials are just checking the rotations. Always important. Stated before, both teams had a quarterfinal season last year. Goffstown lost to state champion Co-Brown Academy, and Londonderry, if I'm not mistaken, they bowed out to the Hollis Brookline Cavaliers. Both teams are looking to have successful seasons so far. And as I stated earlier, Goffstown opened their season against the newcomers in the league, the Clippers of Portsmouth High School. So a big, big welcome to Portsmouth High School. And we are absolutely delighted to have them in the league. Unfortunately, though, we've lost some teams in boys volleyball. We've lost Bishop Girton and Farmington due to a lack of interest. So hopefully we'll see them back in future seasons. I'm going to see Londonderry open up to start the second set. Float serve along the way, and that's going to be an ace serve. As Riley was just flat-footed right there. As Spistos was able to make them pay right there. Here's another Serve along the way. Ball's going to be short. And a stolen ace right there. And again, issues with Goffstown. Serve receive. It's not been good so far. Another jump serve along the way, and that's another ace. As Riley is struggling right now, they're able to get these serves up. Here's an overpass opportunity right here. And a hot start for Londonderry, 4-0. And an early timeout for Goffstown. As Goffstown just very flat to come out so far. And for Goffstown, you got to burn a timeout this early. As again, as I've stated so far, the issues of Goffstown, they've not been able to get the serve receive down. And it's a constant issue. If you don't clean it up, it's going to cost you ball games. Serve receive definitely is a difficult part of the game. Especially when you got three guys who are doing topspin jump serve. But you definitely got to clean it up. Can't win games if you can't receive serves. Short serve this time and another ace. Again, flat-footed for Goffstown. Just not good so far. There's a good pass right there. See if Goffstown gets some offense going. And a good job by Londonderry. Here's a sweat along the way, and they get it. 6-0 now. It's not been a good start for Goffstown this set. Gerling going to send it long. That's going to be out. And we're going to have a substitution now for Goffstown. So number 25, Noah Steffen, check in for Gerling. Riley with a good pass. Going to go to the middle to Kennedy. Kennedy puts that down. Finally breaks a cold streak for Goffstown. Kennedy's able to find that right back position. But now Goffstown with a hill to climb. Good pass to Londonderry. Here's a set. Going to be a double. Delahanty went for the overpass, but ref called for the kill. Called for the double first. Kennedy back to serve. It's going to be short. Simple mistakes like that, though, you can't let that happen. Dowdy back to serve for Londonderry. Here comes a jump serve. Rinse, watch, repeat. Goffstown has not been able to get these jump serves dug up at all. And another one. Again, this is just terrible, terrible defense right now for Goffstown. You got to get low. And right now they're not getting low and they're flat. There's a good pass here. Ball's going to go low and another ace. 11-2. You just got to get these passes up, though. Ball's going to hit the ceiling. Riley's able to get one up. Here's an outside swing along the way. Someone got to get that second ball. Good job. Now ball's going to hit the ceiling for Londonderry. And it's going to down for a kill from the back row. Twelve to 2. Japoniak with a dig. Going to be another ace, though. Again, they're just not getting the passes up at all. And right now, Londonderry's just making them their chew toy. And if you're Goffstown, you got to get these passes up. And that time, nobody even got that. 14 to 2. Yeah, this is terrible. You know, they're flat. They're not getting any of these passes up. That time it's short in the net, so Goffstown finally gets a break. Well, they got an even more ridiculously tall hill to climb this time. You see Noah Steffen back to serve for Goffstown. He's going to go for a jump serve himself. Here's a set to the opposite side. It's going to go out. Steffen with another jump serve. Nice pass here. Going to go one-handed set to the outside, puts it down, and able to make Goffstown pay. $15 to 4, Goffstown. They got to clean up the passes. Good pass by Kennedy. He's going to go outside to Delahanty. Touch off the block. Good dig. And no communication. 16 to 4. This set's just become an absolute disaster for Goffstown. Howell back to serve again for the Lancers. Here's a pass, gonna be sit tight to the net. And a block, ball's still up. Another point for Londonderry. 17 to 4. Again, this is about as bad of a set as it could have gone for Goffstown. Gonna be out. 17 to 5. Delahanty back to serve. Set to the middle. It's gonna be out this time. Ball's going all the way to the hallway, actually. You have to use your second ball. Delahanty got to watch that foot fault. Here's a set to the outside. It's going to be out again. Goffstown, you want to try to get on a little bit of a run here. Ball's going to be over. They're going to use the opportunity here. Going to go middle. And a good hit by Riley. He brings that down. Goffstown, a little bit of a run here. Oh, and we have a stoppage of play here. We have a timeout. Timeout Londonderry, I believe. I think the referee said there was a fan on the court, actually. All right, well, if you're Goffstown, got a little bit of a run here. You got to try to get, try to chip away at this lead a little bit. And if you're at this point, no, you can't trade point for point. You gotta get runs. You gotta get 3 or 4 point runs at a time. Delahanty back to serve. Really got to watch that football. He's really close on it. Here's an opposite set. And a good block by Szczepaniak. Here comes a back row swing. And a good dig by Kennedy's going to hit the ceiling. Ball still there. Delahanty swings it over. Good job by Goffstown there. Here comes a fake set to the middle. Ball still there, and it's going to fall. Londonderry extends the lead back up to 10. And here comes another jump serve. Here comes a jump serve. It's going to be out that time, so Goffstown cuts a break. 18-9. And see Brendan Riley go back to serve. Serve from Riley, high serve actually. Setter's gonna hit the ground. Here's a back row swing. And it falls for a kill. Bad communication right there. 19-9. Here comes another jump serve. It's going to hit the top of the basketball net. Going to hit the other one. And unfortunately, that low ceiling for Goffstown is coming into play again. And an ace serve right there. And it's going to be short that time. Zano's back to serve. It's going to go out that time. And it's just that. This court, nothing's going right for Goffstown right now. They're not getting good serves. They're not getting good serve receives. It's just been a set they want to forget. Here's a set to the outside to Stefan, who's going to tip it. Delahanty takes the long ball. Going to go back row to Delahanty. Good dig by Londonderry. Someone's got to get that. Stefan pushes it over. And Kennedy puts that down on the overpass. So I was able to make Londonderry pay that time. As the Szczepaniak go back to serve. Good serve. Gonna go outside. And we got guy in the net. Stefan was all in the net right there. (23-11). Londonderry cruising in this set, about to take a 2-0 lead. Is a set outside. Delahanty's got to tip it, and it's going to fall for a kill. So we see Kennedy going to go back to serve. Good serve by Kennedy. He's going to go set to the middle. Touch off the block. Ball still there, still alive. Going to go outside to Delahanty, and he puts that down really hard for a kill. Goffstown trying to get at least a 15. Good serve, going to go to the opposite side. Going to go down for a kill all the way into the bleachers. Set point number 2 for Londonderry. About to take a 2-0 lead. Here's a jump serve. Good dig by Kennedy. Going to go outside to Delahanty. He's going to put a roll on it. Here comes the swing to the opposite side. Touch off the block and down for a block. Now for a point for Goffstown. Stepping back to serve. Here's a jump. Going to go set to the outside. It's going to be short that time. We got the 15. Stepping back to serve. In that time is a set to the back row, actually. Going to go out. Goffstown still has a mountain to climb, though. And it's going to be out that time. So Londonderry takes set 2, 25-16 in absolute commanding fashion. So Goffstown now in a massive hole. They're going down 2-0. From now on, it's they got to win out if they want to win this game. So, folks, we're going to take about a minute and a half break here. Quick time for the crew to run some advertisements, and we'll be back here for the third set.
I'm Emily Van Sickle, and I am the PEG Access Education Technician. My main role is to support the education side of PEG Access, which means I'm more closely involved with helping the schools and the SAU with all of their projects as they come up, which can include Hall of Fame for the high school, or covering sporting events, to making sure we're covering all of the award shows and concerts and theater events. We want to make sure that the schools are well represented.
If you would like to learn more, email us at goffstowntv@goffstownh.gov.
Start of set 3 here for the 25-26 home opener for the boys volleyball season here at Goffstown High School. Londonderry took the first set 25-20, and then they took the second set 25-16. So Goffstown now has dug themselves in a huge hole they're going to have to try to climb out of. In volleyball, it's the best win. It's a win 3 sets out of 5. So Goffstown, they have to win out if they want to be able to pull off the win here. It's going to have to be a comeback win. We call that a reverse sweep. But, there's a lot of things they got to clean up, and the biggest thing to start, they got to clean up the serve receive, as it has been abysmal to put it lightly, some parts of the game. The Londonderry has been having their way with multiple players been able to do jump serves. So Goffstown's going to open up the serve. We're going to have Szczepaniak back to serve. Lineups are checked. And here we go. Szczepaniak back to serve. Good dig by Londonderry. He's going to go set to the outside. Long hit. Good dig there. Gonzalez got to go tight to the net. And a block, but a good cover by Delahanty. He's going to get rewarded with the set. Londonderry here with another opportunity. And ball's going to go all the way long. Down for a kill. And who do we got back to serve for Londonderry? We got Pacquiao back to serve. He started off with I think a 7-0 service run to start the last set. Good pass. Sanos outside to Delahanty. He's going to kill it off the block. Jacoby Delahanty with another kill. He's had several. I'm not keeping track of stats, though, but he's at least in the double digits by now. So Riley goes back to serve. Set's going to be a little bit tight for Londonderry. He's going to have to swing off. And refs waiting to make a decision. They're going to give it to Londonderry. Refs were discussing whether it was going to be a net violation or not, but nope, they give it to Londonderry. See number 19, Dowdy back to serve. It's going to be short that time. You see Noah Stefan back to serve for Goffstown. It's going to be out that time and long. Should Howell go back to serve for Londonderry? Good pass by Riley. Someone's going to set outside to Delahanty. Touch off the block. Ball still alive, though. And Delahanty finds a spot. Good cover by Kennedy. Now we're going to see Delahanty go back to serve. Delahanty with a good serve, I'm sorry. Tip to the outside. Good cover by Stefan's going to go over. Londonderry with another pass here, set to the middle. Kill off the block. And here comes another jump serve for the Lancers. It's going to go out. Now we're going to see Kennedy go back to serve for Goffstown. 4-4 now. And another long serve for Goffstown. Again, these are the types of things, if you shoot yourself in the foot, it's how you're going to lose ball games. Spisco's back to serve. He's going to come with a jump serve. It's going to go out. Delahanty almost touched it, but he let it go. So both sides, a couple service errors so far this set. Zanos back to serve for Goffstown. And a good serve. Is a set to the outside. Dowdy down the line. Down the middle, I'm sorry. It's going to fall, hit the ceiling again. You know, that low ceiling, it's extremely difficult. It's got a mind of its own and it decides where it wants to send the ball. Good pass by Stefan. Go in the middle to Riley. And back row was caught sleeping there. Another short pass. Delahanty's got to reach all the way back for it. Here's a long set to the outside. Out. No touch. Point for Goffstown. Seven to 6. You see Shaponiak back to serve. A little dump there. Shaponiak puts it over. Riley tried to swing it, but he couldn't quite get all the way on it. Here's a set to the outside. That's a throw. No call, though. Good pass by Kennedy, going to set outside to Delahanty. And a great block by the Lancers. Delahanty found that ball right down on his foot as he landed. That's just a good block right there. Here's an overpass opportunity that Londonderry is going to use it. Brought down for a kill there. Ten to 6 now. And no touch there is going to be out. Goffstown now getting in a hole once again. Out of system ball here. Riley sets it over. Here comes an opposite swing. And short on the block there. Another kill for Londonderry. Now it's 12 to 6. Goffstown once again in the hole. And this set, I know this time for Goffstown it's just the timing. They're late on getting on the digs. They're late on getting to the blocks. Not closing the blocks, unfortunately. Londonderry is just kind of having their way with them right now. Again, Goffstown, if they lose the set again, the game's over. They're losing a sweep, so they got to find a way to get back in this game and take this set and try to get on to the next one. But the way Londonderry is playing right now, that is very, very much easier said than done. Because they've basically been having their way for second set and the third set so far. Good pass by Kennedy. It's going to go outside to Delahanty. Good take by Londonderry. Out of system ball here. They're going to get a swing on it, though. We got a rally here and hit the ceiling again. The other thing we got, you just got to get the passes lower. It's got to get the ball a lot lower. And he's got to send it over. Ceiling again. That's the thing. You just got to get used to the low ceiling. You got to get the passes lower. Everything's got to be lower. There's a set. Song's going to go outside. Delahanty's got to tip it and finds a good spot in the middle. Finally breaks a cold streak. Riley back to serve. Very short serve. Good pass from Londonderry. He's going to set to the middle. Finds a spot in the back corner. I think that was Howe who got it. And Londonderry's just cruising right now. Here's another jump serve. And the net denies Dowdy. Another long serve. It's again self-inflicted mistakes on Goffstown. This set's just costing them this game. You got to get better. You got to clean this up. And hey, sir, that's just a bad mistake right there. St. Louis back in for Goffstown. And that's a backbreaker right there. You always got to watch the ball. Moral of the story for Goffstown, service errors. And a good block by Tizanos at the net, a one-handed block. Able to take one back. See Delahanty go back to serve. Delahanty with a good serve. Gonna be short that time. Swing and a miss. Delahanty with a good serve. Ball skips over to Londonderry's side. They're going to use the quick set here. There's an opportunity here. Delahanty's got to free it over. Is set to the middle. Down for a kill. 19-10. Delahanty with a good pass. Go middle to Kennedy. Go set to the outside here and hit the tape out of bounds, or the antenna. We'll see Kennedy go back to serve now. Out. Swing from the back row, a little too long. Hard serve by Kennedy. Ball's going to go up. Zano sends it over. Here's a push from Londonderry. Pontiac sets it over. Here's a roll for Londonderry. Goffstown with an opportunity. They got to take advantage of this. Pontiac with a good kill. Kill off the block. Got it down to 6. You got to keep chipping away at it. It's going to go. Oh, an ace. Touch off the block, off the serve. An ace serve. Kennedy with a really, really good hard serve right there. Got it down to 5. Another good serve and another ace for Kennedy. Wow. Man, Kennedy's chipping away at it, and a timeout, Londonderry. Kennedy with a really, really good serve run right here. Gets it down to 4. Now it's Londonderry who's got to talk it over. We got something you got to do, you know, clean up the mistakes. I know it sounds like a broken record, though. That's how you're going to get back into this game. You know, got to just close off the blocks, make sure you're always keeping an eye on the ball, keep the passes low enough where they don't hit the ceiling, and chip it away one at a time. You're not going to get the whole lead back after just one rally. You got to chip it away one at a time, one by one by one. It's not like in basketball, you can get 2 or 3 points on a play. It's going to be one at a time, one by one by one. Goffstown just needs 1. Got to keep chipping away. Kennedy continuing to serve. See if Kennedy continue this run here. Another good serve. Here's a good pass from Londonderry. Set to the outside. Touch off the block. Ball still alive. Go back row to Delahanty. It's going to go hit the ceiling and falls for a kill. There you go. Another point, Goffstown. Delahanty with another kill. It was a great, great hustle there by St. Louis. Kennedy with another serve. And it's going to go long that time. All right, Londonderry catches a break. Here comes a jump serve. You got to get this pass. You got to get a kill the first time. Oh, jump float. Watch the ceiling. Zaponiak with a good hit there. He brings that down. Another point, 20-17. You get it down to 3 again. Stefan back in. Tuzanos in the back row to serve. Good serve. Here's a roll. Someone's got to get that second ball. Kennedy gets it. Zaponiak with a good hit. Going to go to the outside. Touch off the block. Doug Kennedy. And a swing and a miss there, though. Short in the net. 21-17. Good play there, though. Fortunately, unlucky hit. Richard back to serve for the Lancers. They're 4 points away from sweeping. That's just too easy right there. Overpass there. That's a killer. Richard jump float. Kennedy with a good pass. We go opposite. And a kill, another kill for Zaponiak from the opposite side this time. Now he's going to go back to serve. You got Delahanty back in the front row. If you're Tuzanos, that might be preferable. See if they can get to 20. Nice short serve. Going to go to the outside. Touch off the block. Ball still alive. Tuzanos puts it over, and then he puts it too short. And timeout, Goffstown. 23-18. Londonderry's 2 points away. Well, that was just an unlucky break right there. No, for Goffstown, just got to dig in. It's almost impossible in volleyball. It's almost impossible to play a perfect game, but you're going to have to play a perfect rest of the set. For Goffstown, you want to win the set. Londonderry is comfortably in the driver's seat right now. And for them, they've been making the jump serves work all day, the topspin, so you might let it fly if you're the Lancers. At this point, go for it. Two points away for the Lancers. See if Goffstown can make a run. Bacchione back to serve for Londonderry. Good pass from Kennedy. Gonna go out to Delahanty and a block. Again, flat-footed there on the block coverage. Match point for Londonderry. Good pass here. Tazanos to the outside to Delahanty. It's going to hit the ceiling. Down for Goffstown. Again, Goffstown, match point for Londonderry. Goffstown's got to be perfect. They can't have any mistakes happen. There's a set to the outside. Can Londonderry end it? And they do. Touch off the block, and that's a 3-0 sweep for the Londonderry Lancers. So Londonderry is going to win this game. Final scores of each set, 25-20, 25-16, 25-19. They're going to move to 2-0 on the year. Goffstown's going to fall to 1-1. So Goffstown, I believe they are on the road in their next match. So we're going to have no interviews today. Folks, I will not be broadcasting the next 2 home games. I'm actually going to be out of town for the next couple weeks. But next time you will see me back here is on May 4th when Goffstown hosts the Sabres of Souhegan High School. But folks, hope you enjoyed the broadcast for today. I hope you enjoyed the commentary. It was something we have not had for volleyball for boys or girls for a very long time. So, Caleb Brown, Goffstown TV signing off here. And we will see you next time. And have a good rest of your afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.